Ya ma da. What's goody to the goddess and the gods, and what's popping to the people. And well, like we always do about this time. I don't know why it's a number one in the corner, but we got. So sometimes I know what I just hold on. This is perfectly describe how I feel. This perfectly describe for y'all how I feel. Give me 1 second. It'll all make sense. It'll all make sense. Oh no, don't do it. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we can get on the same page. Y'all, I'm gonna share my screen and let y'all know how I feel right now.
Morning, officer. We're the first team.
Yeah, we're not gonna
fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
It should be more natural, brother. It should flow out like this. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. See, that's more natural for us. You've been hanging out with this dude too long.
Why is they messing with my? It won't let me share my screen. Why not? Share my screen. I see this gonna be one of them days, man. I can't even share my damn screen. What the hell? Well, I see they was really fucking with me today because they tried to not let me load up the live stream. So whatever. I don't even know if y'all can see me or what's going on. It's this weird. It's a number one in the corner. Shit ain't acting right. All right. Oh, there you go. There you go. All
right. Morning, officers. What y'all, the second team? We're the first team.
Yeah, we're not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
It should be more natural, brother. It should flow out like this. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. See, that's more natural for us. You've been hanging out with this dude too long.
This guy right here, where is he at? You see that guy face right there? We are not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Y'all tried. Y'all tried. That was so cute. That's so cute. Y'all got on TikTok with your little white friends. It's so cute how y'all tried to pull that. You're just complaining. Then you went to YouTube and you just making video after video with your little white friends. Yeah, I'm tired. I grew up in the hood. I'm from the ghetto, and I'm just tired of all these bonnets and everything, and just don't know how to behave. That was so cute. Now, listen. First of all, the next time you and Todd and Becky and Jared decide you want to go on a little tangent, the first thing I'm gonna need you to do is actually have the right argument for the word you're using. like next time you want to argue something over the internet and make videos with Jared and Becky and Todd, you might want to look up the definition of the word that you're actually talking about, because so far I haven't seen one white person, or any of you Negropeans for that matter, get the term black fatigue correct. That's the first problem. You don't even have the right fucking argument. How have y'all made whole videos with thousands of views and didn't even look up the definition of the fucking word that's the title of your video? No. I asked a simple question. I just need a simple answer. How did you, Sarah, and Kenneth get y'all ass on this goddamn YouTube and make thousands of videos and didn't even look up the definition of the damn word that you made the video about? This the type of shit that bothers me. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me see. Okay. So we're gonna go get the definition of the word that y'all ass keep using incorrectly, and we're gonna figure out what the hell your problem is. So, first of all, let's start there. Before we go any further, can we at least know the definition of the goddamn word in question? Can we do that? Can we do that part, please? I mean, it's a simple request. If we're gonna have an argument, didn't we know the definition of the word we're arguing? Just I'm asking for a friend. Fuck it. I'm asking for a friend. Shit we know. Here, I'll read it. I ain't got time to be looking for shit for y'all. I'll read it. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out here. Black fatigue refers to the exhaustion and stress experienced by black individuals due to oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't even get through the definition and y'all dumb as fuck. Like, bro, I only read one sentence and y'all are literally dumb as fuck. How are you on the internet arguing a fucking word that you didn't even look up the definition to? So this is for all my white friends in the back and the Negropeans up front, because y'all always up front when the white folks are in the back. It's kind of what you do. So let's start over, because y'all got on social media and y'all start talking about bonnets and being ghetto and acting loud and all of this shit. That, granted, it's definitely an issue. However, it's not the definition of the fucking words you keep using. So can we please deal with that part? Because y'all got y'all smart, dumb, smart asses on the internet arguing you have black fatigue. Is this thing on? Genius ass black people if you honestly have black fatigue, that means you're tired of white people. You couldn't wait to pull your fur out and start strutting. But the actual definition of the word would mean you're tired of white people. I'm gonna read it to you again because I know when Master tell y'all to jump, you just say how high. You don't even give a fuck if you're gonna break your ankle or none of that shit. So let's do this again for the dumb, smart dummies who took your ass on the internet and you broke your neck to get to TikTok to complain about black folks talking about you got black fatigue. Shut your dumb ass up. Matter of fact, I got something for y'all too. I got something for y'all too. Hold on. Nobody's getting off the hook today. Nobody's getting a pass today. Nobody gets a freaking pass today. So, since that is the thought of the day, hold on. This gotta be special. This from now on to the smart, dumb, smart section. Get over here! All right. For the smart dummies, that's what I got for you. Get your ass over here so I can deal with you. Now, let's read this one more time. It says, black fatigue refers to the exhaustion and stress experienced by who? By black individuals. And why are these black individuals stressed and exhausted? This is it. Hey, Becky and Jared, this is the good part right here. Go get Kenneth and tell him the black guy's being smart. Watch this. Watch this part right here. It says, due to the continuous need to navigate racism, and watch this one right here. This is a great one for this. Microaggressions and systematic injustice. This is fucking amazing. This is good stuff. Like, did you even know there was? Why didn't y'all read the definition? Like none of y'all. The definition. If you read this definition, you should have never had your ass on YouTube talking about black people. Dumb fuck. That would be under the category of microaggressions. You come up with this little reverse psychology and the cornucopia Negro pens fell for it and jumped right on the train. Why are y'all on the internet complaining about black women in hair bonnets and child support and gang members when those very things that you're complaining about are the after effects of what this shit is explaining? Wow. Sometimes y'all gotta make this harder. This should be too easy. It'd be so easy to spank y'all. You rarely ever know what the fuck you're talking about. But like I would like y'all to be close sometimes. I don't mind a good fight. I don't like just knocking y'all ass out every time I gotta come up here. This is horrible. So it's been complicated for me, but I'm gonna get through the entire definition because white folks and Negro pens thought it made sense to get their ass on YouTube and complain about black fatigue. However, Nobody read the fucking definition, which means all of these thousands of views they got was pointless because they all are talking about the wrong shit. So let's go to the definition of fucking black fatigue, the shit y'all bitching about. Black fatigue refers to the exhaustion and stress experienced by black individuals due to the continuous need to navigate racism, microaggressions, and systematic injustices. It's a term coined by Mary Frances Winters, a diversity and equity consultant, to describe the emotional and physical toil of living in a world where racism is pervasive. Oh my goodness. I could literally end the show right here and go play Tiddlywinks. What the fuck am I even doing here? What the fuck are y'all even talking about? Why'd y'all bring y'all dumbass to the internet? What? What the fuck? I'm so confused. I'm confused right now. I don't get it. Okay, but that's okay. Cause we not gonna stop with. I'm gonna spank that ass today. And we not gonna stop. Ain't gonna be no confusion. So let's play. Y'all wanna fucking play? Let's play. All right. So now that we got the definition of what this actually means, now let's pick it apart. Let's pick this shit apart. Hold on. Okay, I reloaded. You wanna play? You wanna play rough? Okay. Now it says key aspects. Woo, this is a good one right here. Key aspects of black fatigue. How about we deal with that? Systemic, and historical. It stems from the ongoing effects of slavery, Jim Crow laws, and other forms of systemic racism. Wait a minute. Wait. So they're literally saying that the behaviors that you dumb fucks are complaining about are a result of the ongoing effects of slavery, Jim Crow laws, and other forms of systemic racism. And I got a question for Karen, Jared, and Tom, or whoever the fuck. Just give me a second. I want to ask y'all something after this is over with. The second thing, emotional and physical impact. Ooh, this ought to be good. Black fatigue can manifest as feelings of stress, anxiety, depression, and even physical health. Okay. The next one says exhaustion from constant effort. It's the exhaustion that comes from constantly needing to explain yourself. Oh my goodness. Prove your worth and navigate a world that often doesn't see them or value them as equal. So, constantly needing to explain yourself. That would be like we got to do now because white folks is tired. How is white folks tired? Okay. Impact on mental and physical health. Black fatigue can lead to higher rates of mental and physical health problems due to chronic stress and racism. And haven't y'all been posting for the last 5 years? Mental health is real with black people. Mental health issues with black people. That's all y'all been talking about. But then you let the white guy jump right over that like he's playing leapfrog and tell you can't wear a bonnet to the grocery store. I'm not done, Jeffrey. Come here. Come get your ass. I'm tired of talking to Jeffrey.
Get over here!
Okay, now back to you, Jeffrey. Here's an example. Experiencing microaggressions in the workplace, facing discrimination in housing or education, or being constantly exposed to news stories about violence and injustice against Black people. Ooh. So now, here's the question I got for white folk. According to, hold on. Let's just get where we be. Okay, that was the one I just read. My fault, y'all. That was the one I just read. Okay. Quick facts on sexual abuse. 93.6% of sexual abuse offenders were men. 57.5% were white. Okay. Ever since ancient Greece, pedestry was a common practice involving a mature man and a young boy. So ever since the ancient Greeks, pedophilia has been a big thing amongst white men. I'm getting somewhere, don't worry. Child abuse in the U.S. perpetrators. This is 2022. This is merely 3 years ago. By race and ethnicity. In 2022, about 194,164 perpetrators of child abuse in the United States were white. Hold on, whoa. In 2024, that's in 1 year. That's a year. That's 12 months. 194,164 perpetrators of child abuse in the United States were white. Hold on. I'm getting to my question. Don't get impatient now. You had all the patience in the world when you was writing that stupid, when you was saying the dumb shit on the internet. So exercise some more patience. Now, what I don't understand is here's where here's where I'm having difficulty. Here's where I'm having difficulties at. Okay. So domestic wait. Yeah, I got that one too. My computer's acting up. It won't let me load all my slides. But you won't get off the fucking hook today because I got it right here. So we're gonna read. It's difficult to definitively say which career has the most domestic abuse, as domestic violence is a complex issue with various risk factors. However, some professions may have higher rates of domestic violence due to stress, power dynamics, or cultural factors. Factors that may contribute to higher rates of domestic violence in certain professions. So the top two professions with the highest rates of domestic violence is law enforcement and the United States military. Now, we know for a fact there's more white cops in America, and we know for a fact there's more white men in the military. We're not done yet because I got questions and I'm gonna need some fucking answers tonight from somebody. Somebody's gonna answer some shit. Somebody's gonna answer some fucking questions tonight because what you're not gonna do is keep bullshitting me. So now here's the question that I have for Timothy and Kelly and Jared or whoever the fuck you guys hang with. Since you got your ass up on YouTube and you said that this black fatigue thing, and you were pointing out black behaviors and all of this type of stuff, when you gonna get white fatigue? Because see, when we look statistically at what really affects America, like child abuse, domestic abuse, racism, we see that these things are predominantly perpetrated by white America. How come y'all ain't tired of that? So let me get this straight. Shaquita being loud and punching Rihanna in the face at the gas station, you just can't tolerate. But you don't mind white men beating on their wives, systematically oppressing everyone and all type of shit. You're not tired of that. But you're tired of bonnets and arguments in public. That's what's up. There's some more things I want to see if you're tired of, and if not, why not? In the United States, the percentage of births to unmarried women varies considered by race and ethnicity. Here's a breakdown based on available data. Non-Hispanic black women have the highest percentage of out-of-wedlock births. For example, in 2018, this figure was around 69.4%. But wait, why? Nationwide, blacks comprise 60%. Wait, hold on. That ain't it. That ain't it yet. Hold on. We're gonna get there. Okay. See, where's it at? Okay, wait. I'm just gonna go out of here because y'all ain't finna fuck up my shit. Okay, so let's deal with this. Hold on 1 second. In 2022, African Americans had the highest incarceration rate in U.S. local jails. It was significantly higher than the incarceration rate of other racial and ethnic groups. That was just in 2022. That was 3 years ago. So African Americans have the highest incarceration rate, largely disproportionate. Well, hold on though. And why are they being incarcerated? I got an idea. Nationwide, blacks comprise 62% of drug offenders admitted to state prison. In 7 states, blacks constitute 8 to 90% of all people sent to prison on drug charges. Nationwide, black men are sent to state prisons on drug charges at 13 times the rate of white men. Could this have something to do with why so many black women are having black children out of wedlock? But wait a minute, because I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, it's not the white man's fault that black men can't stop offending. I know that's what you're going to say. But wait, there's more. Because why are black men offending? What's the crime? What's the crime? Hold on. Where we at now? Okay. All right, now. It's difficult to pinpoint one specific race with the most stock in private prison systems. Hold that thought. Because we know predominantly African American men are largely incarcerated for non-violent drug charges. Now, I looked up a little fun fact, just because sometimes I get bored and I do shit. I looked up who produces the most cocaine on the planet. Today, groups in Colombia produce 70 to 80% of the world's cocaine, which is made from locally grown coca plants and cocaine base imported from Peru and Bolivia. Okay, so we got Colombia, Peru, Bolivia. Here's what I need you to tell me. How many black men you know from America that been to Colombia, Peru, or Bolivia? Better yet, how are black men getting to Colombia, Peru, Bolivia? So, these drug charges that black men are catching is because they're getting drugs from a different race. Correct? Correct. Check. Check. Now, with that being said, let's get to this last additional fun fact. And this one is a doozy. It's difficult. Remember, I told you I was coming back here. It's difficult to pinpoint one specific race with the most stock in the private prison system. However, studies consistently show that racial minorities are overrepresented in the private prisons compared to public facilities. While various studies highlight that racial disparities exist in both private and public prisons, it is the private prisons that often have a more pronounced and disproportionate representation of people of color. Here's a more detailed breakdown. I love shit like this. Ooh, this shit getting good. This shit getting good. Disparities in private prisons. Research indicates that private prisons tend to house populations that are disproportionately non-white, particularly Black and Hispanic individuals. Overrepresentation of minorities. Studies consistently demonstrate that racial minorities are overrepresented in private prison populations. Impact on criminal justice system. The overrepresentation of minorities in private prisons highlights a broader issue of disparities within the criminal justice system. So, don't none of that shit bother you? For the Negro opinions that didn't know how to shut the fuck up when Massa was talking, how come none of them stats I just read didn't bother you? Because according to statistics, not what I say, statistics say that the most incarcerated man in this country is the Black American. And for all the kumbayas who want to say, hey, they earned it. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure I just read that it said the key factor to this is inequality in the criminal justice system. So this points to a problem with the criminal justice system. It also points to a problem that the problem seems to be private prison system, which is, wait a minute, wait. The private prison. Where have I heard that before? They went in business with hip hop in the 80s. Y'all gonna stop fucking with me. Remember, look up The Secret Meeting. And the only reason why I didn't look it up, because I read it like 5 times already, and people probably tired of me saying the same shit. But I'll just tell you, it's called The Secret Meeting in Hip Hop. It explains eloquently how the record companies went into business with the private prison system right off the backs of NWA, created gangster rap, and you have to be able to guarantee a 90% turnover rate in order to get a private prison. So that means these billionaires came up with a way to guarantee that they could create more slave labor than plantations did. 10 times more than plantations did. But I know y'all got excuses. I know you got excuses. So I came prepared for all the little shits and giggles you're going to try to pull. Because watch this. We just acknowledged that private prisons incarcerate more black men than anyone else. This is a private business with millionaires. It's not government sanctioned. So the rules are completely different. Now, if the private prisons is admittingly housing more African Americans than anything, and they admittingly went into business with the record labels that would later create this gangster rap and drill music, these are all white guys. How come ain't nobody fatigued about that? But I'm not done with y'all yet. Because here's another problem we have. Let's do some more reading. I like reading. Reading is fundamental. Did y'all know that reading is like fucking cool? You can learn all types of cool shit when you start reading. What is happening in the brain during screen time? Meaning, while you're watching your little rap videos, and while we've been watching 60, 70 years of cinema, what have we seen for the last 60 years while we entertain the television? What has Black America seen repeatedly while we watch television? What has the entire world seen? You've seen Black people being put in a certain light repeatedly. Now, for all of the dumb fucks that's going to say, that's just TV, that doesn't make a difference. Well, let's just see. You believe anything white people say, let's see what they said this time. What is happening in the brain during screen time? This study found that increased use of screens among adults may harm learning, memory, and mental health. There goes that word again y'all like to use. As well as the potential to increase the risk of early neurodegeneration. Ain't that a fancy word? The study shows that in adults ages 18 to 25, excessive screen time causes thinning of the cerebral cortex. I told y'all about the cerebral cortex before. The brain's outermost layer responsible for processing memory and cognitive functions, such as decision making and problem solving. So wait a minute, let me get this straight. Are you telling me that too much consumption of certain imagery on television can literally affect your decision making and problem solving? Well, we definitely see a shitload of horrible decision making and zero to no problem solving. Remember, white people said it, not me. That's my disclaimer, because that's the only time y'all think I know what I'm talking about is when they tell y'all I know what I'm talking about. Go figure. In the end, it's simple: police yourself or get policed. Your name is Troll. I'm not even going to respond to that. With a name like Troll, I can't even bear to respond to you. I just put on my Michael Jackson record, and when Black and White comes on, it transcends me into neurodiversity and vast greatness. Here's the only problem with that, Brian Eagles. It says 7:35 you made that statement, which means you've been here for about 5 minutes, which means you just heard everything I read and you still wrote that. That's weird. You heard everything I just read and you still wrote that. Okay, let's deal with this part. I'm not even gonna go there. I was about to have a Michael Jackson fit on you, but I'm not because it's gonna divert me from where I'm supposed to be. But that wasn't a good response, Brian Eagle. You meant well, so I ain't gonna do you dirty. But this is what we're talking about is systematic. Remember, this is white America's plight with this black fatigue bullshit. All I'm doing is responding to the dumb shit. So, first of all, if you're gonna complain about something, get the goddamn definition right. That's first and foremost. And it's simple: police yourself or get policed. When the fuck were we ever not policed? Whether we policed ourselves or not. Drugs ain't for everybody. Anyway, go. So here's the thing. We're not going to continually pretend. You guys like to do that thing that children do. You like to play pretend. You like to go in rooms and pretend different shit's going on that's not actually happening. You like to pretend you're seeing things that you aren't actually seeing. You like to pretend white America is something that it really isn't. So let's just be honest. When we're speaking about mass incarceration and we're speaking about the private prison system going into business with record execs, there's no fucking policing yourself in that equation. This is a psyop. Anytime you get billionaire businessmen to take on an endeavor like private prisonization, and then admittingly collaborate with the same companies that make music that is geared towards the destruction of African American youth. Nobody volunteered for this shit. Right before they promoted NWA, what the fuck were we rapping about? Crack is whack. We were singing "You're Headed for Self-Destruction" by smoking crack. The entire hip-hop industry came together and made a song called Self-Destruction, where we downed the drug trade, we downed gangster thugism, and we spoke about enlightening and educating yourself. Shortly thereafter that, niggas with attitudes got pushed to the forefront. We don't own any record labels. So here's the silly shit that gets here's the silly shit that gets said. You say, well, you guys make that kind of music. There's a record label. Music has to be approved. No black man has ever put out any rap songs. He's made them, he's recorded them, and he's turned them into the label, but they must be pre-approved. And none of the guys pre-approving the music are black. So I think it's weird that a bunch of white guys think it's cool to hear black kids say nigga, 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 kill, 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 crack, 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 bitch, 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 bitch. Why is that the measuring stick for white executives? Why are they so into that? Why is it almost the only genre of music that they approve? See, you got to understand the game being played. When you sing, this how this thing works. When you sing NWA being sued by all of these different entities, and they got to keep buying lawyers and going in and out of the court and fighting it. They show up in certain places. They get kicked out the stadium and get hauled off to prison. It's the record company putting the fucking songs out. So if you don't want a rapper singing a certain song, take your ass to the fucking record company and shut it down. Why the hell are you following rappers to their events and arresting them? Like these white guys in suits ain't the ones that approve the music and pay for the tour. Artists on record labels don't pay for tours. They go on them and they get paid for them. So that means when they was following NWA around, locking their ass up for singing them songs, it was Jerry Heller and them that was paying for them to go around the country and sing the songs and get locked up. See, this is the stupid ass game y'all play, and I don't like it. We're not gonna keep throwing rocks and hiding our fucking hands. If you're gonna sit around and point out all the things that you don't like about Black America, you got the right to do that. Just soon as you're done, say where the fuck it came from. Don't sit around here and get to talking about Black women having babies out of wedlock if you ain't gonna keep talking about why it happened. See, I heard you look comments, how you try to down the queen and talk nasty about it. Black men with Black women talking funky about other Black women. This cornucopia right here. Anti. Fucking anti with a Black wife. And just can't stop praising white women. I wanted to throw up in my throw up listening to you, Negro. If you're going to talk about the plight of the Black woman, talk about how she got there, Negro. That's what you didn't do. Because if we're going to say she's having children out of wedlock, then we must talk about mass incarceration. And if we're going to talk about mass incarceration, then we must talk about private prisonization and the controlled hip-hop industry. And redlining and piss poor education in redline communities. I ain't come to play with y'all tonight. How come you're not talking about the statistical facts that led to these deplorable circumstances? But you want to talk about the circumstances. This is the water. Just a little bit. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. So this is my problem. I'm not here to say we don't have issues. I'm not here to give anybody a pass. But what you're not gonna do is play no fucking games on my watch. If you're gonna talk about all the fighting and all the rah-rah shit that's going on in the Black community, then let's talk about the real fucking definition. Because the reason why, this is what makes y'all so ass backwards. You're saying that the behavior of Black people is giving you Black fatigue. Dumb fuck. By definition, the behavior of Black people is because of Black fatigue, you weirdo. This is the part that's annoying to me. You play these dumbass games like you don't get it, just so you can get some little clicks on your page. And maxing them pat you on the back. Or let you keep YouTubing. Yeah, yeah. You just throw it in the microwave. For throwing one of them dinners in the microwave. Yeah. Never. Never. Dinner in the microwave, and all the snacks gone. So this is my thing. This is my thing right here. Do you want me to do it, or you can come here? No. You got it. Yeah. Just throw it in there. So, it's like this right here. There's a lot of statistics that you could have easily looked the fuck up. But you Negropeans, y'all been waiting for this moment. These things y'all been wanting to say. But you know you couldn't. You had to wait for Massa to tell you. Now look at you. I'm just sick and tired. Okay, so before you had this complaint, what was you doing to aid Black America? What was your fight against the power structure? What were you doing to combat the power structure? Or you just getting your ass on the internet talking jive? I don't want to hear no shit about I donate and I've been a pillar in the community. Shut the fuck up. Y'all got all the same dumbass talking points. What do you do? Do you get out here with the unfortunates? I don't give a fuck what you do at your country club with a lot of well-to-do Black folks and they semi-rich kids. I don't care about that. Have you been to these communities that you down talking and put some money where your mouth was up? Have you done that? Have y'all even considered that? No, you haven't considered that. You just like to talk. And you know if Massa catch you anywhere near the ghetto and spending that money he gave you, he'll peel your head back. That's why you just get on the computer and talk. Talk. Y'all don't ever do shit. So when it's all said and done, Black fatigue is not about fucking white people complaining. Black fatigue essentially says we're tired of catering to y'all, period. Complain or not. Black fatigue says it's time for us and our complaints to be heard. And since they're not, this is the results you get. For everybody saying that Black America is out of hand and unruly, they're getting ready to kick you out of everything. And you're gonna be glad that these new age brothers and sisters don't believe in half the bullshit you grew up believing. It's not gonna stay cozy for y'all. I know it's cozy right now. Massa got you living great. Everything is lovely. It's not gonna stay cozy for y'all. We're not you never. It's a scene in Godfather where the Godfather got his son, his oldest son, who's supposed to take over one day. He got him at the table with him at a big time business meeting. For the first time, he let him sit with the big wigs. And so the father then basically made a statement and said how it's going to be. And the young man's overzealousness, he lets everybody in the room know that he disagrees with his father and he wants to go a different route. And he told him later, you never publicly go against the family. Whatever the fuck Black folks' problem is Black folks' problem. And more than likely, white folks created it. So we don't give a fuck about white people taking to the internet telling us that they're tired of the behavior from us that they created. Listen, here's what Karen, Little Jimmy, and Cindy all can go play in traffic. Rush hour, preferably. Drink a tall glass of bleach on the rocks. Next time you're in the tub, hold your head under and count the bubbles. I don't give a fuck how you rectify whatever you got going on in here. We just don't care. We're tired of caring how you feel. The reason why we're so fucked up is because all we do is worry about how you feel. And everything we do permeates on how y'all gonna take it and how y'all feel. And that's what the fuck is wrong with us now. So fuck you, Karen. I hope the next time you see Shaquita with a bonnet, I don't know. I hope she fucking robs you. I don't know. Fuck you. Who cares? I don't know. We don't care what y'all think. Because you got so much effort into what you don't like, but you got zero effort into fixing what the fuck you did. And it ain't a white person on this planet that don't know you fucking did this. So shut up about it. Now, in closing, my last message would be to the Negro peons. I think y'all mad because y'all know that we honestly, real black people don't give a fuck what y'all think. And y'all get paid so much to give y'all opinion. And most of us never even really hear it. Like Larry Anton, most black people don't even know you exist, bro. Like your following is white women and uppity Negroes. Most black people, the ones you're talking about, don't even know you're alive. And for your wife, respectfully, she's fucked up in the head. I didn't know what else to say about it. Any black woman that will sit around and listen to a black man say these things about his people and about white women is fucked up within herself. This is everything that you're seeing in Black America is a product of white America. You don't like it, fix it. You ain't gonna fix it, shut the fuck up. We'll fix ourselves. That's what we've been doing. Y'all took to the stage like all black people behave like this. Y'all took to the stage like most black people ain't tax-paying fucking citizens that go to work every day. Y'all play this dumbass game because you're allowed to. Go play with somebody else. I'm cutting it short because I got a lot more and we're gonna deal with it in Clubhouse. So y'all know what time it is. We everywhere. Y'all never there. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Conscious Conspiracy Cave in Clubhouse. We on the way. Knowledge is the only real power, and information is the only real currency. But the application of both is the route to divinity. I love y'all. I'm gone.